What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I gotta turn this off. Gotta turn that off. I cannot have any music on. What's up? Today's a push day. Chest, shoulders, triceps, and core. My second favorite day. Pull day is my favorite. I love back and biceps and forearms. But so I gotta get the setup going here. Gotta get it all set up. Gotta get the straps ready. Gotta get the straps ready to be low to the ground. Low enough to where it's almost touching, but not touching. That should be good. Right there. Then we need the net. Thanks for the like. Hey, Johnny, good to see you again. Yeah. How you been? We're getting some gains, you know. Got to start off with standard set of push-ups. I do 2 warm-ups. Get the chair in place too. First off, thank you. Okay? Yeah, I know. I know that feeling when you're just okay. It's like I've been okay. Actually, I was just okay, a couple days ago? Actually, I was barely okay a couple days ago. But, yeah, we got to get the camera angle down because we gotta get the whole thing in here, whole setup. Always start off with a nice little chest warm up, standard push-ups. First, quick set of 20. Quick set of 20. Bust out the 20 real quick. Then wait about 30 seconds or so. We got to do our second warm up right here. This gets the angle that we're going to be doing. And then we're going to put on the vest. And we got to use bands too. It's a very heavy push-up. When I say heavy, I mean very low amount of repetitions, high intensity. All right, 30 seconds is up. Second warm-up. All right, 15 of those. Vest time. Yeah. Get on. push day. I love push day. Fun part begins. Black band first. The heaviest one I'm going to use for this here. Do another 30 seconds. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's hard. Still stuck at 3. All right, now we got to drop down the pink. Pink is where? Where did I put it? Give me 1 second. There she is. All right. Take our first rest. Two-minute rest. It's probably resting for about 30 seconds, maybe a little longer. So it's another minute and a half. I was hoping I'd get 4 on that one, but beggars can't be choosers, can they? If I'm going to put the vest on and the black band, it's a lot of tension. It's a lot of tension, at least for me. Almost didn't even get the third rep. But we are getting stronger. I know that. My shoulder press has gotten stronger. I'm pretty sure my decline push-up has gotten stronger, but incrementally stronger. So it's just, week to week we get just a little bit stronger. And that's all that matters. Here we go. Pink band across the back. Yeah. Yeah. Is that 5? I think that was 5. All right. 2-minute rest. Now we move to yellow. I have yellow in the other room. I'll be right back. Whew. So yellow doesn't seem like much, but it's still going to add 10 to 15 pounds total resistance, including the vest. So that's like 60 to 65 extra pounds. Pink probably adds like 30. Black probably adds like 40 or 45. So yeah, it's not easy. Now this is going to add about maybe 10, 15. Maybe a little more, depends. Yeah. Six. And now for the fourth and final set. No band, just the vest. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And we go to complete failure. After this, take a 5-minute rest. And then we move the flat. And all we do is move the chair off to the side because we're not elevating our feet. Because that hits upper chest. What we're doing, we're targeting upper chest right now. When you elevate your feet in a push-up, you're pushing out like this, right? And that hits your upper chest and a good bit of shoulders as well. But we're going to remove the chair and we're going to standard flat. That's going to hit more of the overall pec, the width, and primary part of the chest. 1 minute to go. Let's see if I'm hoping I can get like 8. Because I think last time I won this for the final set, I think I did 7. So if I can get 8, that's an improvement. One more rep. Just give me one more rep. Give me 8. Give me 8. All right, we got 35 seconds. If you have any questions or anything you want to say, feel free to. I'll address them during this 5-minute rest that I got right after this. All right. Not that That time, just vest, baby. No bands. Yeah. Eight. 9. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, dude. I almost had 10, bro. Holy shit. I did not do that last time. I did 7. I'm nearly certain I did 7. Probably failed on 8. I failed on 10. That's how you know you're getting stronger. When that final set, you get more reps on the final set than you did before. That's how you know you got stronger. That was good. Pace was good. Everything was good. I didn't go too fast. I had it nice and wide to hit the chest. All right. Now we have a 5-minute rest. Move this off to the side and chill out for a second. Oh. 5-minute rest. Now's the time to hydrate. Yeah, thank you. I thought it was pretty awesome too. I definitely didn't do 9 last time. I did 7, I remember. Failed on 8. Did the same amount of resistance, did the same 3 bands. Everything was the same. Except on that final set, I got more. So now we're on that good 5-minute rest period. I've said it before, the reason why I take a 5-minute rest in between exercises is it allows you to recover. As if you just take a normal rest period, like say 2 minutes, like what we were doing in between sets, that's not enough to recover. That's just for in between sets. That 2-minute rest gives you enough juice so that you can perform the next set. But to prepare for the next exercise itself, because we want to be able to push as hard as possible, it's best to take a longer rest, like 5 minutes. This also gives you time to go and use the bathroom if you have to go, or get a drink, or just to catch your breath. This is where you do it. Or if you need to change a song on your phone, as you might have the earbuds in, the Bluetooth. This is when you do it right here. Yep, and we're going to do the same 3 bands for this next variation. The only difference is our feet are on the ground, not elevated on a chair. This brings our body to more of a horizontal position and targets the chest in a different way. It hits more of the bulk of the pectoral, whereas like what we were doing before hits a little bit more of the upper part. But that's a smaller part of the chest. The upper portion is smaller, and the bulk of the chest usually gets targeted when we do like flat, or pretty much when you do flat. And if you want to hit like the lower portion of the pec, which is like underneath the nipple, there's a strip that goes from, it's like between the nipple and under there. You want to do like dips and like like, what is it called? A decline bench press. The decline bench press where you're pushing down like this, right? When you're pushing down, that's going to hit the lower portion of the pec there. But we're not worried about that right now. We're just focusing on upper and the primary part. Later on, maybe we'll throw in some lower, but I'll do that through dips. And dips are a really good builder for the lower part of the chest and also the triceps too. It's a lot of tricep. So we're at almost 4 minutes now. I only got 1 more minute to go. We got all of our bands ready. Let's see what we can do. Seconds to go. And just like with the decline push-ups, we started off with black band. Same goes for this. Black band. See how many we can do. It's not going to be a lot. The reps are going to be very low. I already know, so. But we're just going to do what we can. Usually, you're a little stronger here than you are in the decline position, which was what we were just doing. Anytime you do, say, an incline bench press or a decline push-up, you're going to be a little weaker in that than flat. Just the way it is. Let's see what we got. Hopefully we got more than 3. Yeah. No. Didn't even get 3. Wow. Damn, I was hoping at least get 3. Shit. That's how it is. We're trying to build strength, not really going for hypertrophy right now. Although that will happen. We're just going for dense muscle. Dense, compact muscle. Basically, goal is to be as strong as possible at your given body weight. So whatever your body weight is, build as much strength in that body weight. But you will increase your body weight, actually. So you're not really going to stay the same. But with hypertrophy, you're really focused on just gaining size. And you do gain strength, obviously, along the way. It's just not optimized for strength. It's optimized for hypertrophy, for building muscle. Whereas when you're optimized for strength, you're still going to have some hypertrophy. You're still going to build a little bit of muscle, but you're not optimized for it. You're not optimized for hypertrophy. You're optimized for strength. So there's a little bit of both in there. It's just one is more optimized than the other. So we're focused more on strength right now. So the hypertrophy, the muscle gain, it's still going to be there. You're just not going to gain as much muscle as fast as somebody who is primarily just focused on hypertrophy. But you will be very strong for your size at whatever size you're at or whatever weight you're at. So my real goal, honestly, is to break through 3 and get 4 with this and the vest. I need to be able to get more reps with this. We're getting there though. Let's get ready. Pink band. Here we go. Pink band time. on there, right? Still 4. I'll count it. All right, then. Yellow. And then no band. Then we go to shoulders. No, I'm sorry, core. We got an entire core workout to do. Yeah, I love the core workout that I designed. It's very simple, but my abs have been getting hard like steel. And they got a nice rippled texture to them from doing this, the core workout that we're going to do next after these push-ups. Yeah, but we target everything. There's not a muscle left untouched. A lot of people work out, they don't hit everything. Some dudes just want to bench press, and that's fine, but you're going to wind up hurting yourself. That's all you do. Chest is going to be as strong. It's going to pull your shoulders forward. Your muscles in your back are going to be imbalanced. And one of them days, you're just going to wind up busting your shoulder up real good. So always train everything evenly across your whole body. Having a great, strong, healthy physique isn't just about being able to bench 400 pounds, but it's about having everything strong. Oh, let's get it. What was your comment? Today off? Oh, hell no. Well, we hit legs and we did lower back, and we're hitting different muscle groups today. Never the same muscle groups. Each muscle group gets about a 2-day rest. So by the time we hit the next muscle, it would have been resting for a couple days, for at least 48 hours. But we got tomorrow and the next day, and then we have a rest day. It's 6 days a week. 6 days a week. It's a 3-day split. And you do that twice per week. All right. That's good. Not bad. Yeah, yesterday was a leg day. Now we're doing push day. Basically goes like this. Push, pull, legs. Push, pull, legs, rest. And then repeats. Push, pull, legs. Push, pull, legs, rest. Repeat. But you think about it, when you do push, pull, legs, and then you go back to push again, by the time you're at push for the second time, you've already had 2 days of rest before the last push day. If that makes sense. Every muscle group gets targeted twice per week. It's a 3-day split. And that extra day of rest at the end, where you don't do anything, That's the ice cream, or should I say the icing on the cake, as far as rest days go. That's a full, complete day of rest where you don't do anything, just focus on recovery. But it's all in my boot camp. If you go look at my basement boot camp, in the description, the whole routine's in there. It shows you how it's structured. There's a lot in there at the top, but if you scroll all the way down to the exercise portion, it'll show you. It actually really goes like this. It's push plus core, then pull plus forearms, then legs plus lower back. And then that repeats. Then you have a day of rest. Honestly, I think I'm so damn used to it now. Minutely sore. Yeah, my ass muscles are a little tender, actually, my butt. And the quads are not as sore as I thought they would be. They're tight. Honestly, I thought they were going to be more sore. I really did. But especially with that failed set that I did. Oh, we got to get it. We're right at that rest period ending. Now we don't do any band work, just the vest on, no bands. Oh, that's how I know I'm fatigued. Definitely fatigued. Shooey. Oh, man. That was good, though. Now, we can take about a 3-minute rest. Get ready for core. This is the core block here. We're still leaving the vest on. Legs aren't that sore. I thought they would be. But could be from all the biking that I do. I bike 6 to 7 miles a day just to go to work because my license is suspended right now, which sucks. But I'm trying to fix that. But yeah, I bike 6.5 miles to work every day. That's up and back. That's all together. It's about 3-point-something miles up, 3-point-something miles back. But between all the biking, sometimes I go rucking with the vest on. We'll go do a 3 or 4 mile walk in the woods through the park, the trails and shit. The vest on. I was doing that a lot for a while, and then I stopped doing it as frequently, and now I'm only doing it like maybe twice per week because I want to focus more on building muscle instead of all the cardio. You know, it's a lot of cardio. But that is a great conditioning workout. When you ruck or even biking, there's like versus running or jogging, act on the knees and shit, and the hips and the ankles. But rucking is a very intense form of walking. You're using weighted equipment, and you're walking with the weighted equipment on. But it's easier on the joints, but pretty taxing on the muscles. So I believe that it builds bone density, especially in the spine. As you're walking with that gear on, it's pulling you down. It's making your body weight greater than what it really is. So with this vest on, I weigh about 225. Without it, I'm 175. So that's a lot of extra weight. And if I were to get a heavier vest, for example, like say an 80-pound one or a 100-pound one, that would bring my weight up to, like 275, which is a drastic increase in body weight. But just walking with that gear on conditions your body. It's a form of military training. It's called rucking, but they train the military basically with that kind of training. They have to walk miles and miles and miles with all their equipment on. And they could have between 50 to 100 pounds of equipment on, depending on who you are. But yeah. So all the biking and all the rucking that I've been doing, I think has conditioned my legs to be able to handle a lot of the leg training, and vice versa. All the leg training has been conditioning my legs to be able to do all the other shit. So it's, feedback system really. Anyway, we got to get this core workout. All right, feet in, the ankle cuffs. Ankle cuffs. Ankle cuffs. It's been about 3 minutes. We don't need to do a whole 5-minute rest. 3 minutes is good. Here we go. Suspension trainer pikes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. 13. I think that's like 3 more reps than I did last time. That means the abs are getting stronger. Minute and a half rest. Excuse me. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. 9. Oh, sort of 9. We got one more. Then we got knee tucks. appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Couldn't say that about myself about 4 or 5 months ago. 5 months ago, actually. I've never been so winded from an abdominal workout. I think it's the nature of being, I don't know, in that push-up position. I feel like it's more strenuous than like a sit-up. This is way, way more intense. I never got tired from doing sit-ups or crunches. But this tires you out. This gets you winded. Oh shit, last one. Let's get it. Then we got knee tucks. Might be part of the fact that I have the vest on too. The vest makes it harder. Here we go. Damn. Oh man. That was a rapid drop off. Well, I did 8 last time. Sort of did 9, only got 6 on that one. Felt my back. Back was starting to collapse. My abs couldn't maintain contraction. So that's when you just want to let out. You don't want to try it because you can wind up hurting your back, hurting your spine. All right, now we got knee tucks. 3 sets of those. Same amount of rest, about a minute and a half, because this is all part of the same workout. It's a different exercise, but it's a part of the same workout. We'll do a nice pump check after this, since we're doing chest and core and shoulders. The whole front should look pretty pumped, and we'll see some improvements hopefully over the course of the coming weeks. But I could look back at my past videos and look at all my pump checks there, and we'll see that this one's better than the other ones. All I have to do is go like a few weeks back. I got leaner, I'm not gonna lie. I did lose some body fat. The abs are starting to come through. Whereas before, you couldn't really see the abdominal wall because of the layer of fat that was there. And now I feel like some of that fat is starting to burn off, and the abs are actually getting larger and more pronounced. So they're getting more defined and they're getting stronger. So they're going to be it's going to be easier to see them because they're getting actually bigger and stronger. So let's get it. Knee tucks. Knee tucks. Slight change in form. Similar movement. Very similar movement. We're just tucking our knees in this time. Instead of doing a pike, we're doing a knee tuck. Same overall body position starting out. It's like a plank. Starting out, and then you just pull your knees in. Same way, but we pull our knees in. 15. That's more than last time. All right. Nice. Nice. Need some water. Oh. Yeah, 15. I felt the same way. That was more than last time. I think I did 12 or something last time. $40. And then I can take the vest off after this. You got shoulders. $20. Might as well get in position. There we go. In there. Oh shit. 13? 13 for the second set is badass. That's good. Really good. So, one more. Now we'll do a pump check. Actually starting to get a little bit of a workout high. It's like endorphins flooding the brain. It's like kind of like a euphoric high, not like a stoned high, or like I don't know. You just feel, I don't know, I feel really good, like satisfied, like nothing could go wrong right now, or even if it did, it just wouldn't affect you. Shit, that's my rest. Oh, let's get it. Oh, last set, baby. Now we can get this vest off. I'm ready to get this vest off, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready. Get this vest off. I'm gonna do some shoulders next. Yeah. 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 Can't change the camera angle. Get this damn vest off. I'm ready to get it off. I really am. Feels almost like it's strangling me. Like I can't get all the oxygen. Definitely breathe better with it off. Oh, thank God. Let's get that pump check. See the abs finally starting to come through. They weren't before. Not like that. Not like that. All right. Appreciate that. Shoulder time. Shoulder time. Shoulder time. I love shoulders. It's probably like my third favorite thing to work out. First, I'd say back. Second, I'd say probably biceps, then shoulders. Love chest too, but that's fourth, I'd say. I don't know. That's just me. Love a good shoulder. Something about having a good shoulder. All right. Oh, I was talking and breathing heavy is making my throat like feel worn out, like almost raw, dry. All right, here we go. We are going to do a full 5-minute rest for this because doing those pipes, having your body stabilized, and then you're going up like this, going up like this. It's a little tiring, so we're going to do the 5-minute rest and then we're going to hit the shoulders. But I was probably already resting for a whole minute just to get them bands off and just doing that. So we're just going to do 4 minutes instead of 5. So we're going to start off with the black band. This black band here, all right, for this set here, it's the heaviest band that they make. Well, thanks for the like. Appreciate that, but the black band is the heaviest band that they make for this. And it's a 100-pound rated band, so not 100 pounds altogether. That's technically 100 pounds per side. If you're doing, a shoulder press, it'd be 100 pounds here and 100 pounds here. So that's the maximum tension, though. We're probably not reaching max tension. We're probably reaching like maybe 70%. So it might be at like 70 pounds when we're doing our shoulder presses. I'd say maybe between 65 or 70. I don't know. It could be heavier. I don't have a way to weigh it or to test how much tension it actually is, but I know it's a lot. So I'll tell you what, though. This was an upgrade for me. Moving to the black band was an upgrade. I was using blue for a while. This is blue. This is old blue here. Because it's a step down from black. And it's a pretty good step down because I can do a lot of reps with this and I can't do a lot of reps with this. So there was a time when I would just even try to attempt this. I couldn't even do one rep. Just couldn't even touch it, right? It was like out of my league. And now I can finally do sets of, 5 and 6, 4 with this. So we're going to see how many I can do after this 5-minute rest. I want a good 5-minute rest because I want to be able to get some reps in. If I just jump right into this after doing that core workout, I know I'm not going to be able to get all of as much out of this as I can. So this is a very heavy band. This is a challenging band for me, but I can do it. So we've got about 1 minute. We can get in position now. We can get ready. You want to get it the right adjusted length here. All right. 30 seconds. Lightweight, baby. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very nice. So the shoulders, everything's obviously getting stronger. I didn't look like this a month ago. A month ago, I did not look this diced. I looked a little softer. It was almost like I had a layer of a pudginess to me a little bit. Now I'm starting to look really like diced, right? That pudginess also, there was not as much. I didn't have as much muscle as I do now. On top of that pudginess that I had about a month ago. Oh, we're definitely getting that dense. We want that dense, compact muscle. We're not going for big, bulky, stage-ready bodybuilder muscle type physique here. We're going for a compact, dense, think like Batman, right? Think like Batman or Thor, something like that. One unit, yeah. That's how we're training. We're trying to train in a way that as we're using as much of the body as possible throughout our movements. Even when you do a standing shoulder press where you're standing and stabilizing with the core and you're upright versus doing a seated one with your back up against the bench where the bench is stabilizing you. You don't have to really do much work anywhere else. A standing shoulder press, you have to make sure your back is tight. You have to make sure your abs are tight because you have to support that spine. So everything has to be in place. If you don't do that, well, you could hurt your back. So everything we do is we're trying to get as much out of it as possible and use as many other muscles as we can at the same time. Pretty much as one unit, like you said. So we probably only need another minute of rest. That's why you see like the way I did the core workout, the pikes, where I basically create a pyramid with my body. I'm pulling my toes to my face and my ass is rising up, right? My glutes are rising. Well, because I'm in a plank position like this, I'm holding my body out and we're pulling our body in like this. It's hitting some quad, it's hitting some hip flexors, it's hitting the whole entire abdominal wall, and it's even hitting the chest and the shoulders because we're stabilizing our body in a plank position. So it hits a lot. It's not just abs. The same with our push-ups. Oops, I'll fix that. Hang on. I'll fix that. Fucking camera. Sorry, the camera is an AI camera. If I do like a hand gesture, it'll like track you. But I hate when it does that. All right, let's get this set. We're on our next set here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I only do 4. All right. Black band is challenging, so we are going to have to drop down. 2 blue. I'll try. I will do one more set with black. Let me see what you said. Even better. Yeah. Hopefully, I think I'm pretty close. Maybe different. I don't know what I'd compare my physique to, but maybe like I don't know, like a UFC fighter or something. That like UFC fighter look, like a jacked UFC fighter, or like a jacked boxer or something. Even though I've never trained for boxing, it's just the look. So 45 seconds to go. Damn. I'm still getting rid of this damn cold. Pisses me off that I even got a cold. It's been like years since I've gotten sick. I haven't had a cold, a flu, or anything since COVID, since 2020. My sister, fucking camera. Anyway, my sister and my mom got it. And then they gave that shit to me. And I lost my taste for like a fucking month. My taste buds and my sense of smell was all fucked up for like a whole month. And I haven't been sick since then. Haven't had a cold, haven't had a flu. And then I get this little bitch ass cold. It's not a bad cold. It's just like affecting the lungs and the nasal passages. Oh, we got to get the set. One more set. One more set. Okay. I'm way past my rest period, but we got it. Yeah. Oh, God. Get it. We got to move down. Black has become too heavy. So black off this side. Drop down the blue. All right. We still have 3 sets to go. What do you mean? Sometimes what helps, if you're feeling a little drained, a shot of honey, for real. Shot of honey. Like a tablespoon or the carbs can help. I'm starting to feel like a little depleted, even though I had food. Had a really good yogurt bowl. I do a yogurt bowl. It's a Greek yogurt bowl. And then I had 4 over easy eggs with 3 pieces of toast. Which is actually all that's a lot of food. It's a lot of food. But I don't know. I burn a lot of calories every day. So I just burn calories all day. My metabolism is like through the fucking roof. It's insane. All right, we got about 10 seconds. Blue band is a lot easier. I'm actually going to be able to get some reps in with this thing. Maybe 8 plus. We'll see, 8 plus. Let's see what we can do. Okay, stop there. That was 9. That was 9. All right. Now we just have 2 more. Then we're done with shoulders. Then we move to tricep pushdowns. Show you how to do that with the band. So the way you would do this in a gym usually is with the cable machine. You make sure you have the cable machine at a high point, raise it up, make sure the pin's in there, and then you would pull it down like this, and you do your tricep press like in front of you like this, right? Well, we're trying to mimic that with bands. So I have a hook in the ceiling here, and I hang the band through like that, right? And then we'll just pull it back like this, and we'll tricep press it. But that's after these 2 sets. So we pretty much have an entire gym right here. It doesn't look like it, but we do. We actually have an entire gym. We can do everything right here. All of our legs, all of our upper body, everything can all be done right here. Yeah, easy 9, easy 9. That did feel like an easy 9. I feel like I would have failed on 10 though, so I didn't go for it. I didn't want to burn out because I don't want to fail. Yeah, we're going to go to failure on the last set. So we got this one, and then the next one we're going to go all out on. So we got this here. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Now the next set we go out, all out, all out. But yeah, I like how everything's starting to come through, like the obliques and shit. It's like I'm really starting to impress myself here. Like I only have a little bit of fat right there, but if that wasn't there, it would look crazy. I mean, it already does look pretty nice, but I don't know. We're only at the 4-month, almost the 4-month mark. So actually, it's probably been over 4 months because of I had an injury. I had an injury in my shoulder. I had to rehab it for 3 weeks. I actually had a nasty bike wreck where long story short, I landed on my right shoulder. I like tackled the ground with my shoulder. I had to go to express care and everything. They did the x-ray and it's called a contusion. But it was in the rotator cuff and in a muscle there. But it was affecting all my movements. So I had to take like a 3-week recovery, do a 3-week recovery phase. But I still managed to rehab it, and I was able to start doing like everything all over again. So I feel like my shoulder is not 100%, but I'd say maybe 80, 85% fully recovered. If I move a certain way, I hit a spot, it's like a little grindy and it like crunches and it's uncomfortable and it makes like weird sounds and shit. But I can do everything that I need to do. So that's really all that matters to me. Yeah, it sucked, man. I thought I actually hurt it worse than what it was. I thought it was going to be really bad because it fucking hurts so bad. And then I had to bike to work with my bad shoulder, fucked up shoulder, tell my boss. And I had to bike back home with a fucked up shoulder and then go to the freaking emergency room. Actually, I had to have my uncle drive me there, which sucks. Would have liked to have drove myself, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, I just got to get my license fixed. Here we go. Oh, God. Actually, when I let out of that, I can kind of feel it rubbing on that spot. Almost feels like there's a little knot, like a tiny little spot in there that's sore. But guess what? We're done with that. I don't think I'm going to do a full 5-minute rest. I'm going to do like 3 minutes, and then we're going to go into tricep push downs. So once we do that, we got 4 sets of those. It's not very many, only 4. And then we got to do some internal rotations. Internal rotations for the shoulder. I got to find my door anchor. It's right here. Might as well set it up. Might as well set it up now. This is a door anchor. Doesn't look like much, but this goes into a door, and you can treat it kind of like like a cable machine when you attach a band to it. It kind of mimics a cable machine in a way. But you loop the band through like this, around the strap part, like that. Right? And that little nodule goes in the door. Just shut the door right on that sucker. There we go. Now that's set up. We don't need that yet, but we'll get to that shortly. Oh, not much longer. We're going to get it. All right. Tricep push downs, just like a cable machine push down. Tricep push down. "30 seconds. I like to go forward just a little bit. Just lean forward a little bit. And here we go. Okay, we'll stop there. Not bad for a first set. Minute and a half rest. Now you know what? 2-minute rest. Yeah, because I do 2 minutes on biceps. I'll do 2 minutes on triceps too. Crazy thing is, a lot of times after I'm done doing this, I'll start getting tricep cramps. If I do something and I tighten up my tricep, or it'll start to cramp up, and I'll be like, and I'll have to stretch it out. A good way to prevent cramps: make sure you're hydrating, obviously, but you want to make sure you're also getting enough salt, enough sodium, and potassium. Also, on top of that, calcium and magnesium. They all help prevent cramps and help support muscle contractions. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because they're pumped from all the push-ups and from everything we've been doing. So everything in the back of the arm from all the push-ups and shit, it's all pumped back here. Yeah. But I appreciate that. And you're right. Everything is evenly developed. That's what we want. The goal is for, you don't want to be overly developed in one spot, and underdeveloped in another. Everything is about aesthetics in a way. You know what I mean? Even proportions. Everything is trained evenly. But my triceps are pumped right now from everything we've been doing. Here we go. Yeah. Stop being humble. Wait, are you being sarcastic? I thought I was just trying to be knowledgeable, share some wisdom. Tell you what, they are starting to cramp. If I go like this, it'll start to cramp. I feel like I need to massage it. The moment I go like this and tighten it up, it starts to cramp up. Aye. All right. Well, we have about a minute to go. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, man. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to get some food. I don't know what I'm going to have, though. Really don't. Got a lot of meats in the freezer. I gotta like thaw. But honestly, I want some chicken. Feeling chicken. Oh yeah, let's get this set. This is the third set. Third set. Here we go. I can't remember if it's the third set or the fourth set. Was that the fourth set? You've been working out for years? Everybody has something, right? You can learn something from anyone, at least if they have the experience. I definitely have the experience in this. Ooh, chicken? Why? I love chicken. What do you like? Do you do the red meat? I love beef. It's just expensive right now. I'm like on a budget. So I just usually, if I get beef, I get like ground beef, like 93 lean. I try to get the either 90-10. Yeah, I feel the same way. I would rather eat beef like, every time. But it's expensive. It really is. But you can afford it. Get the good cuts, you know what I mean? Like honestly, the leaner the beef is, it doesn't taste as good, but for your health, it's generally, going to be better. You still want some fat, but if you're going like, ribeye all the time, then you might be getting a little too much fat from your red meat. And it really depends on what you're doing. If you're like doing the whole keto thing, if you're doing a ketogenic diet, then you do need the fat. But if you're doing a traditional diet, and you're eating carbohydrates, and you're eating, protein and having fats, you really don't want your fats to be like too high. You want it to be a little bit lower. So like leaner cuts are a little better. So that's just my opinion. You don't really want a lot of high fat stuff with your carbohydrates. But like I said, if you're ketogenic or you're doing like a carnivore diet, which I don't recommend any of them, then you do need the fat for the energy because you're going to be burning fat for fuel instead of carbs. So like I said, leaner cuts of beef. I usually do like the 90-10 or 93-7 or whatever it is. Ground beef. Yeah. So you know what? I think I'm done with the triceps. I can't remember if I did 3 sets or 4 sets. I lost count. But it's fine. It don't matter. we're going to do our internal rotations. And I did 3. All right, thank you for that. We'll hit it then. I appreciate that. All right, we'll hit it. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, that's it. We're done then. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, really, it's like a cornerstone of nutrition that bodybuilders follow. If you're gonna have a lot of carbs, you want to lower your fats. But yeah, ketogenic, you need to have a lot of fat. You're putting your body in ketosis, so you're gonna rely on them fats for energy. But for any normal person, you hate carbs. Oh, you do keto? There's nothing wrong with that. If you like it, everybody's different. I usually like to do the traditional, like, diets, like, steak, potatoes, and a vegetable or something like that. Oh, you're not doing keto, but you hate carbs? How do you hate carbs? Come on now. Are you telling me you don't eat pasta, rice, potatoes? You don't eat fruit, veggies, beef, eggs? Well, that's basically keto. I mean, unless you're eating potatoes, that's a starch, then you're not keto. But if you're doing, like, say, broccoli, asparagus, green beans, onions, peppers, leafy greens and shit like that, and then you're doing your eggs, your meats, and your beef, all that, you're pretty much keto. Oh, yeah. Fruit, sweet potato. Yeah, okay. So you're getting your starch through your vegetables. Yeah, I got you. That's very healthy. That's a healthy lifestyle. For sure. Like, honestly, for some people, like, they do better when they cut out the grains. They don't want to do the whole grains and stuff. I do better without the grains, like the whole grains. So if I do toast or bread, I stick to sourdough because I feel like sourdough's easier on my digestion. I don't fuck with them whole grains anymore. It's boring. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Diets can be boring, especially when you're in a restricted diet. You know what I mean? You don't get all the options, that everybody else has access to. But I don't restrict myself to anything really. Like, if I want ice cream, I have ice cream. I pretty much just eat what I want, but I do it in a healthy way. Like bread, as far as bread goes, I stick to sourdough. Um, rice, like jasmine rice. Don't fuck with brown rice. Just use like white or jasmine, Also do potatoes, sweet potatoes. Lots of fruit. Love fruit. Sugar? Oh, I get some sugar. But I try to stick to like honey, usually. But when I have ice cream, obviously, whatever sugar's in that, just standard sugar. But I do eat ice cream. Maybe like twice a week. But hey, I mean, everybody's different. I burn so many damn calories anyway. I could kind of get away with having a little bit of that. Yeah, sugar. It's one of those things, man. It's like, hey, you don't have to give up everything that you enjoy. If you like caffeine, I do. I do coffee. I still have my coffee, but I usually do it black. I don't do the cream or anything in it. No sugar in it. There's no sugar in my coffee. You could do like stevia if you want it sweet, stevia or equal or something, but some people don't really want to do the artificial sweeteners. But stevia can help. I just do it straight black. Ah, all right here. All right, one more set per side. Yeah, coffee. Yeah, I do it black as well. No cream, no sugar. That's the healthiest way to do it. It's practically, I think, in a whole cup of coffee, it's like 10 calories, black coffee. As long as there's no calories in it. And you get your caffeine that you want, get that caffeine buzz, which I love. But hey, you don't have to give up everything that you enjoy, be in badass shape. Everything in moderation, obviously. If you're gonna have ice cream or something, you don't have to eat it every day. But I mean, I have it like twice a week. But in my loaded Greek yogurt, I have my loaded Greek yogurt every day, and that has honey in it. About maybe a tablespoon and a half of honey. Hard to say. But honey is actually slow digesting. It doesn't spike your blood sugar like straight sugar. It's actually a slower digesting sugar. I think I have to look at the scale again, but it shows the glycemic index of the honey is lower than sugar or even white bread. Honey's actually doesn't spike your sugar as much as white bread or straight sugar. Not to mention, if you get the raw honey, I always try to get raw honey. I love the specially selected one from Aldi. It's a great quality for a good price. So you get a little bit of the pollen, a little bit of the probiotics in there from the bees. It's not heat treated. The heat treating kills everything. So it's not heat treated. It just says lightly strained and unfiltered. So that's how you know you're getting a little bit of the benefits from what the bees do. Plus, it's slower digesting than sugar. I think it's like 50 on the glycemic index. It's like a 50. I think white bread's like a 75, which is high. And sugar is like right around 75 or 70 or something like that. So honey's right around the digestibility of like an apple. So like it spikes your blood sugar about as much as like an apple would. An apple's right at 50, so is honey. But yeah, if you know anything about the glycemic index of like different carbs, like how certain carbs spike your sugar more than others, like for example, a sweet potato isn't going to spike your blood sugar as much as like, you know, white bread or something. But a sweet potato cooked until it's really soft actually is pretty high on the glycemic index. But it's healthy. It's healthy starch. And yeah, we're pretty much done. I just wanted to say I am finished. We finished with our internal rotations. You saw how I was doing the internal rotations. All that does is hit the rotational muscles in the shoulder, helps to build a nice stable shoulder because we're, instead of just training all the big primary muscles, now we're training some stabilizer muscles in the shoulder. It's going to help keep the shoulder healthy and strong. And make sure you go check out that basement boot camp. That's my entire 6 month routine. We're not even finished with it. We're only approaching the 4 month mark here. We still have 2 more months to go. And yeah, we're going to do a 6 month transformation um, once we're finished. And then we're going to go back to the very first 10-day phase, and we're going to go through another 40 days. And we're just going to keep looping it around, right? That's how the plan's designed, because if you want to keep going, you would just go back to the very first 10-day phase, and then that's about a 40-day cycle right there, and you can keep looping that infinitely. That's an infinite loop basically, and you can do progressions and shit within that those 40 days there. So make sure you check out that basement boot camp. It's on my blog, and I gotta go. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.